Howdy. A little earthquake watch. This time, Finland. We are in LAPINJARVI, which is not too far from Helsinki. And as far as I know, I'm not exactly sure, but I think here somewhere in the vicinity of this town or whatsoever, there should be some nuclear power plant. Lovisa. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought there is one. Maybe. This doesn't really look like one. But it could still be. Yeah, here it says Atomintie. See it? Atom. So it's a nuclear power plant. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's all in best hands, I guess. There are hundreds of professionals keeping everything safe because they are exactly knowing what they're doing. They exactly know what they are doing. So anyway, we have the quake here 22 hours ago, 1.4, 1 kilometer in depth since it's reported from the University of Helsinki. 1 kilometer isn't deep, it's very shallow. We have Tähtikallio, which means star rock. And there is also Ruskiankallio Gorge, which refers, Ruskia means somehow brownish, reddish brown. Kallio is again rock, and Rotko is gorge. And we are almost at the shore, so the landscape is rather flat. Unlike, for example, Central Europe landscapes. Let's go over to Google Earth and check it out. So that's Google Earth here, and just for comparison, here is the volcano application. So the quake is between Kimonkylä and Tähtikallio. Maybe we have to zoom in a bit. Now, those blue signs, this one and this one, these are both some geological features. And the quake is in between them. Which was somewhere here. Now let's check out this Ruskiankallio Gorge. So there's just basically like this kind of rock formations you find all over Finland. And here it's basically just broken off a bit at the edge. Yeah, here it doesn't say anything. Tourist attraction in Finland. Canyon. What a canyon! Now we want to open it in Chrome and we want to have it in English, so please translate it for me. Nature and camping. LAPINJARVI's nature is wonderful and diverse. Go on an adventure to rolling country, landscapes, steep cliffs or dense forests. Protected by the UNESCO. Swimming beaches, Lake Lapland. Which is very funny since we are in the south of Finland. Climbing sites. So there has to be some. Here we have Ruskiankallio Gorge. Location retkipaikka.fi. Water. Kylmä, kaunis ja kostea seikkailu Ruskiankallion rotkossa LAPINJARVI. Aina asiat eivät suju kuten on suunnitellut alkujajan. Minun ja luontosuhteeni piti olla kuvattavana. Mutta aikataulut heittivät häränpyllyä. Niinpä huomasinkin olevani lasten kutsukuskina, jolloin oli jokunen tunti aika tapettavaksi. So, this was a little bit Finnish, and this is somehow, it's very nicely but rather difficultly written. So now let's see how Google handles that. A cold, beautiful and wet adventure in the Ruskiankallio Gorge. And I promise I won't read the whole thing because this is kind of a story. Things don't always go as planned in the beginning, and I and my relationship with nature were supposed to be filmed, but the schedules threw a tantrum. So I discovered that I was a child called driver with an hour or so to kill. The future Retkipaikka book needed a picture of the gorge in eastern Uusimaa. So I looked at the time spent on the trip and concluded that I might just have time to visit the place before it gets too dark. So he's going there. And that's the rock formation. And obviously it's reddish. There might be quite some iron in it. The rock was truly crushed and broken. Apparently a waterway has been drilled through the cliff in the past, and a large passageway through the cave had eroded into it. The assessment of drivability is based on observations made further away. Behind the recent crash, halfway up the cliff, was a platform above a visible cap cave. What is a cap cave? For some reason I had decided to bring rubber boots instead of hiking boots or thermal boots. And now thanked my wise choice and wrapped the legs inside the stem. I would go and try if the gorge was passable. I hung the camera and raised my neck. The thin ice gave way with a crushed black water rush down below. The foot did not reach the hard bottom, but the mud grabbed it and held it. So, there is water in that gorge. And I think it would be very well possible that this water is coming out of the ground and it's not precipitation. But anyway, this was the first one. The first gorge in this very small area. Ruskiankallio. There's something else. There's another gorge. Yeah, that's an adult. So that's rather big and rather straight. We might look at shockwave patterns. And these kind of rock formations, maybe not like this special in this very nice form, but they are all over Finland. And many of these they haven't been discovered yet. Some of them, I guess. And some of them, they are just buried. That's interesting. Yeah, they got stuck there. I think they are still there for a while. Yes, so this is basically about just showing some places here. That's the star rock. Ah, that's the reason why it's a star rock. All right. So we have a quake in Finland. Between two gorges, which is rather exceptional. And also not too far from this location we had this other nuclear power plant. This looked interesting. Yeah, check out the boulders. This is just continuing there up in the back. And here we have a swamp region. And this is what I meant with the landscape in the region being rather flat. So you can see there's not like really, not even really hills. They are not high like those rock formations. Maybe they have some 100 meters in height, but not more. And check out the layering and the perpendicularity of the structure of the rock. It's somehow, it's a bit not the best picture, but it's going like that and also like that. The patterns. It's like big time shocked quartz pattern. But anyway, this is how it looks in Finland. But I think I'll leave it here. Quakes, caves, and nuclear power plants in Finland. Thanks. Bye.